Hi, Simon. How are you?
Good. Hello.
Hello. So my name is Fernanda. I'm from 89 FM, the Radio Rock, here in São Paulo, Brazil. And I have some questions for you. Can we start?
Yes, let's do it.
So you guys will be releasing an album on March 1st that is called Kaiser Chiefs' Easy 8th album. And what the fans can expect from it?
My opinion is it's like the greatest hits of Kaiser Chiefs. So there's a bit of like stuff. There's a little bit like the original old Kaiser Chiefs, like 2005 sort of stuff. And there's some stuff that's a bit more like poppy, and then there's some stuff that we have never done before. There's some disco-y stuff. There's some funky stuff. There's some heavier stuff. There's a lot of different styles. So it's something for everyone.
It is literally a mix of all you guys can do.
Yeah, showing off.
What do you think was the most different writing this album and producing it? Because it's so different what you guys used to do, and you guys have a little difficult in like one style.
I think because we did it over a long time this time round, and also because we did it like in lots. So most Kaiser Chiefs albums, not every single one, but most, we will like write all the songs, and then we'll book a studio. Go to the studio, record all the songs, and then put them out. And this album, we like wrote a couple of songs, then we recorded a couple of songs. Then it was COVID for 2 years. Then we like did some songs with Nile Rodgers. Then we did some other songs. Then we had a break for 6 months. Then we did like another one song. So it was like very like, I think that's why it's such a wide variety of different things, because we were doing it for such a long time. And also I think COVID, obviously that had a big impact on everybody. So I think that had an impact on like the feeling of the album, the energy of the album maybe. And we did it lots of different places. So we did some stuff in a studio, we did some stuff at home, we did some stuff in our like room that's just we used to like songwrite in. We did it lots of different places.
Was really a long production. Do you have a favorite story of producing this album? Something that happened with you guys?
I like with No Groove because we've done maybe we had like actually about 11 songs actually, but then we weren't happy with a couple. So then we were down to 9 songs, which isn't enough songs for an album in my opinion. So we had this song, No Groove, which is a really bad title that we had for quite a long time sitting there, and we used to like always play it if we were rehearsing or we had sound check. We'd like play this song, and the band, we all really liked it, and we had lots of different versions, and we never knew what to do with it really, like how to finish it. And I just sent it to Amir, like it was sort of like 2 weeks before the album's due to be submitted or whatever, and I just sent it to him and was like, what do you think about this? And he was like, I love this, we should record this. So we just recorded it in our rehearsal room, just real simple mics, simple equipment, you know, like me recording it on my computer that I'm doing this Zoom on, same computer, and just then emailed him it, you know, like we transferred or whatever him it. And then he and Mia did his magic. And then it was so quick, it was like, I don't know, 5 days, finished. Great.
And on Valentine's Day, you guys released an album called Beautiful Girl. From this album that has more romantic songs. Can you expect more romantic feelings for Kaiser Chiefs?
Yeah, well, I think we've been trying to do some more love song stuff for a couple of albums, maybe not that successfully. Ricky is obviously mainly in charge of lyrics because he's the singer. Some of us write some of the other stuff, but Ricky mainly. And he has been you know, getting engaged and getting married and having kids and all that stuff. So his like mind is in this zone. So yeah, I think he's been in that. So next zone must be like about, I don't know, kids growing up or something. I'm not sure. Next album will be about schools.
Maybe jobs.
Maybe jobs. Yeah.
That's fantastic. And I want to know which bands or artists influenced you guys on this album. I know it was like a long production, so I think maybe have changed by the time and by the years.
Yes, I think like it's been like a wide variety of things. Stuff we were listening to was like Duran Duran, because like I think they're an interesting band, and they also are a band where they are this like big pop band, but then they can do surprising things, like they do like a real ballady, sad ballad sometimes. So that's cool. I think the Strokes for a little bit of some of the more sort of faster guitar-y songs, and then just some normal stuff like I don't know really. Some of the influences are not so good anymore. So like Reasons to Stay Alive, the one of the influences was that Kanye West song. What is it called? Something Skinner. Think it's good. Anyway, but like Kanye is kind of cancelled now, isn't he? So he's probably not a very good person to say. And then like I'm just looking at the songs to see what was inspiring. So yeah, so she like the whole Nile Rodgers thing, because Nile was producing, he was very influential. Burning in Flames is kind of like we wanted to write something that was like a big epic movie, kind of end of movie soundtrack sort of song. And then some stuff like The Lads and stuff, we just tried to be Kaiser Chiefs.
And now we have a serious talk. Sorry, I didn't mean to like put this thing down, but when you guys are coming to Brazil?
Yeah, it's very serious. I
Yeah,
want
it's
to come
very
today. I'd like to come
All right.
today.
So we are waiting you right now.
Okay. But in reality, I think we will come in 2025.
Sure.
So next year. This year is a bit quieter, and we are doing some album stuff, and we've got some other things that we have to do. But next year is the big touring, lots of Kaiser Chiefs gigs in the world. So Brazil is like high on the list because it's the best.
All right. It's recorded, okay? You can change that.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. So now talking about all the history of Kaiser Chiefs, how do you see the evolution of the band?
So eras of Kaiser Chiefs. I think there's the first era, which is like we got going, we're just in Leeds, we're playing gigs, and it's all about the only reason we're writing songs is to do gigs to more people. So we're doing that, and that continued really with like even with Ruby, we were sort of like writing songs to like play live, play at festivals, play at Lollapalooza, do those things. And then at the end of the sort of first era, we sort of started trying to like experiment, and the fourth album's really experimenting, and we were like did loads and loads of different things, and it wasn't very successful, but we just sort of were messing about and like whatever. And then Nick left, and then we thought, right, we've got to be serious. So we did an album which was like quite old school Kaiser Chiefs, Education and War, which was very old school. And I think, that album was like another album of like pure original Kaiser Chiefs. But since then, we've been trying to make this album. And what we want to do is like, we started a long time ago. So we started in 2003. So since about 2016, we've been trying to make like a modern record, like Kaiser Chiefs, but more up to date. And we tried with the sixth one, it didn't really work. We tried with the seventh one, didn't really work. But this one, I feel like we really nailed it. Like it's got all of the DNA, like the quality of Kaiser Chiefs, but it sounds like an album that was made in 2024, 2023-ish.
That's fantastic. And before we finish, I want to know, like, with all of Kaiser Chiefs songs, there's one song that you always play live that it can't be without in the lineup.
I think probably Ruby. Because in the UK, well, because it's massive and everyone loves it. So we want everyone, at Kaiser Chiefs gig, we want everyone to have a good time. So we have to play the songs that everyone knows. And in England, the biggest song is I Predict a Riot. But in the world, like Brazil, I think the biggest song is Ruby. So that is why.
That's fantastic, Simon. Thank you so much for your time. It was a pleasure having you here.
Great stuff. Thank you very much, and see you soon, Brazil.
Yeah, for sure.
89, a Rádio Rock.